Welcome to Piper's Dog Pals. This channel is dedicated to providing trustworthy information on dog breeds for potential dog owners, dog caregivers, dog parents, and dog lovers. Our goal is to help you make informed decisions that support healthy, happy dogs.
All right, welcome. If you're here, you're seriously thinking about a Rottweiler. So today, we're going to break down everything you really need to know before you bring one into your life. Think of this as your complete master tutorial, built on solid facts, to help you make an informed, confident decision. So this is probably the biggest question on your mind, right? Powerful protector or loving family companion? The truth is, it's not a simple either-or. The answer is complex, and it all comes down to you understanding this breed from the ground up.
Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the Rottweiler's original blueprint, what they were made for. Then, we'll get real about health and genetics. After that, it's all about their daily life, care, training, and finally, we are going to bust some major myths.
All right, first things first. Let's talk about the Rottweiler's blueprint. To really get this breed, you have to understand what it was designed to do. Because honestly, that original purpose, it shapes everything about them today.
And this is where it gets fascinating. You can draw a straight line from their history to their personality. They were bred for droving and guarding, right? That's where that calm confidence and intense bond with their person comes from, but it also explains why they can be a little aloof with strangers. And, this is crucial, it explains that high mental drive. This is not a dog that's happy with just a walk around the block. No way. This dog needs a job. Okay, so from that powerful blueprint, let's talk about the body itself. And that means getting into some of the health realities you absolutely have to be ready for. A big, powerful dog comes with some big, specific health considerations. Now, look, I'm not showing you this list to scare you off. Not at all. This is about empowering you with knowledge. You need to know about things like hip and elbow dysplasia, serious heart conditions, and cancer risks. These are real possibilities that you've got to be prepared for, both emotionally and, frankly, financially. And this number right here, 9 to 11 years, that's the commitment. We're talking about a decade of your life where this dog's health and happiness is completely in your hands. It's a big deal. So what can you do? Well, here's the most important part. Responsible ownership starts before you even get the puppy. It starts with finding a breeder who does all this health testing on their dogs. You need to see the results for hips, elbows, heart, all of it. A good breeder, they'll be proud to show you. They'll want you to ask. Okay, this is a really big one, so please listen up. That big, heavy body puts a ton of stress on their joints, especially when they're growing. That means no long-distance running, no repetitive jumping on hard surfaces until they're fully grown. We're talking 18, maybe even 24 months old. And keeping them lean, not chubby their whole life, that is probably one of the single best things you can do for them.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about the engine. What does it take to fuel this dog every single day? We're talking about their daily needs, exercise, mental stimulation, and just their overall environment. So let's start with a number. 60 to 90 minutes. That's your daily minimum for physical activity every single day. And I don't mean just a lazy stroll down the street. It needs to be a solid mix of structured walks, some training, and some good, purposeful playtime.
But here's the thing, and this is so important. A tired Rottweiler isn't just about running them ragged. That high-energy brain of theirs needs a job to do. So you've got to get them into things like scent work or obedience, give them puzzles to solve, because an understimulated, bored Rottweiler, that's when you start seeing problems like destructiveness or reactivity. And it's totally preventable. So take a good look at this and be really honest. Do you live somewhere super hot? That's a huge deal for them. Are you in a tiny apartment? It's not impossible, but you'd need an incredible amount of structure and dedication. The right home environment is just as critical as the right training for these guys to really thrive. Okay, let's dive into the mind. This is all about how you take that incredibly smart, powerful brain and shape it into a stable, well-adjusted companion. This is where all your work and consistency really, really pays off. You absolutely have to pay attention to this timeline. That window between 3 and 12 weeks old, that is the most critical learning period of their entire life. Seriously, what they learn or don't learn right then will stick with them forever. And this isn't about just tossing them into a crazy dog park. It's about careful, controlled, positive introductions to all the sights and sounds of the world. Look, don't get bogged down trying to teach 100 different tricks. If you focus on just these 5 things, you'll build an amazing foundation. And let me tell you, neutral socialization is a game changer. That means teaching them to just be calm and cool around new things without feeling the need to react. That, plus impulse control and just learning how to settle down, is worth way more than shake a paw. Okay, last section, and it's a big one. Let's bust some of the most common myths about Rottweilers. Separating the hype and the fiction from the actual reality is so important if you're seriously considering one. This one right here is probably the most harmful myth out there. Let's be clear, aggression is not their default setting. A well-bred Rottweiler from parents with sound temperaments is naturally stable and confident. Aggression comes from bad breeding, a total lack of socialization, or poor handling. It is not the breed itself. Oh yeah, a Rottie that's had its exercise can be a total couch potato inside. They're great at it. But please, don't mistake that for being a low-energy dog. Their minds are always going. They need that mental work we talked about to truly be happy and to stay out of trouble. And even when they're inside, their body matters. Got slippery hardwood floors? That's a huge risk for a big dog that's prone to joint problems. Does your place get boiling hot in the summer? You have to remember how sensitive they are to heat. You've got to think about their physical well-being in every single environment, inside and out. This is such a dangerous trap, and I see owners fall into it all the time. They think they're protecting their dog by hiding them from the world. You know what that does? It creates fear, and fear leads to reactivity. They don't need less socialization, they need better socialization. That means structured, positive experiences that build confidence, not create anxiety. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's right here. Success with a Rottweiler isn't about getting lucky. It's a formula, really. It starts with a well-bred dog. And then it's all on you, your commitment to consistent training, management, and meeting all of their needs. So we've given you the complete blueprint, their history, their health, what they need every day, the myths and the realities. The question now is for you. Are you really ready to pick up these tools and build that successful, lifelong partnership with this truly incredible breed?
Thanks for joining us at Piper's Dog Pals. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with others. Your engagement helps us to provide information for owners, caregivers, and dog lovers everywhere.